How many of you would like to have solar tea with me in my Energy Swaraj Yatra bus and to discuss how we can solve the problem of climate change together? Hello and everyone, welcome once again to Solar Chai Pe Charcha with Prof Solanki. And in this Solar Chai Pe Charcha in my Energy Swaraj Yatra bus, I keep inviting very special guests. And guess who is today with us? Today is none other than the Batterywali, Dr. Rashi Gupta with us. Rashi ji, thank you so much for accepting our invitation.
How could I not accept your invitation?
And thank you so much for joining Solar Chai Pe Charcha. All right. So, of course, I keep talking about solar energy, but you come from the battery background.
Yes, energy
and maybe 20 years back, 10 years back, there was a lot of focus on solar technology development, which I believe now there's so much of development that has already happened, and the modules have become easy to, anybody can produce now. There's so many manufacturers taking already in the country, and it's really picking up. But the next big focus is on energy storage, and the solar energy or renewable energy in general will have its own limitation, but the limitation can be overcome with the battery storage. So you from your perspective, what do you see right now? What is the current status of a battery technology, where it is heading to? What is the status right now? Can we all completely disconnect ourselves and rely all our energy storage on the batteries?
Yes and no. Yes, because there are two perspectives to this. One is that, India has always been a storage nation. We like to store food, water,
gold,
money in the bank accounts.
Yes.
And we always, have been storing our own energies. So the human energy also is stored.
Yes.
Now we're talking of electricity. Now what happens is we have at least learned how to generate clean energy. Now we have to learn how to efficiently store this clean energy in a clean storage.
Absolutely.
So batteries is the answer to some extent, but not fully. I personally believe that we need all the technologies together. Each one has a very unique application. Each one has a unique contribution with their pluses and minuses, with their plus points and minus points, and we need to collaborate these and make a hybrid energy storage.
So when it's a different hybrid storage means various storage mediums to come together and make an hybrid. So what can you elaborate more on this?
Like what we did now was a hybrid battery energy storage system with combining two different battery technologies. See, like we did lithium and lead together. Why? Because today the current cost of the capital investment is a little high. But I would say the value investment is not high.
True.
When I look at the value proposition, it is not high. But when I look at the capital investment, I understand it is a little high because it's an upfront cost. But when I look at levelized cost of energy, when I look at the value proposition, it is just not high.
Absolutely.
So what we did was we reduced, combining these two technologies together, we reduced the capital investment by 40%. So when we do that, what happens is it's affordable, it's long duration, and it makes you get your ROI within 3.5 years.
So basically all these technologies are there, the lithium, lead acid, sodium, and also you are saying that
everything.
Let's have a hybrid combination so that you have a specific characteristic of one technology.
We use the best of all the worlds.
Best of all the worlds and create a... But again, just from a common man perspective, where does like for a solar technology, I can say solar technology out of the scale of 1 to 10, it stands at, let's say, 9. We are already there.
But we are not at 9.
In terms of 1 to 10, where does the battery stands today?
I think I'll say commercially 6 and 7. Technologically, I would want it to be at 9. Like here, we have also launched this new graphene battery now. And now I feel that LFP is obsolete seeing that. But LFP makes sense. Graphene makes sense for the grid applications and big applications and heavy duty applications. So I think technology will keep maturing because we human brains cannot sit on rest. We love innovations. We keep innovating completely. So I don't see that.
But it's really good to see. For example, here right now we are in REI, and it's good to see that there's a battery focus itself. That itself shows that battery has come up a long way.
Real
long way. Now, for example, in my bus, my entire solar house runs on solar, and I can rely on the battery that is
you
there.
can rely. You can absolutely rely.
So, good thing about everyone who is listening, that the battery storage is definitely an important element, and in the entire renewable energy sector, the next big focus right now is on storage.
Yes.
And what Dr. Rashi is telling us, that it's a combination of all the batteries that we do. Can you, I mean, you of course, in and out of battery, with each technology, can you put one line with it? So for this, for example, let us say for stationary application, is there anything that we can do, or will be running a risk of unnecessarily compartmentalizing the technologies?
I don't think we should compartmentalize. We should collaborate. Collaboration is the next new thing that we all should do.
So does it mean that even for the storage at, say, home, is there any clear winner in terms of people should go lead acid or lithium?
No, there is no competition between the two. People, I'll tell you, people who just want to use some low load applications like lights, fans, simple loads. They don't want to run their heavy duty applications like air conditioners or microwaves or washing machines and stuff. The full house, go with lead acid. People who want to run these heavy loads, please go with lithium.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Your value for money should come. It's not about just a fancy energy storage as you have put, or a fancy inverter you put. No, your value for money should come. And if your application is right, your usage is right, it will come.
So when there's a heavy duty applications like an air conditioner, for example, in a residential, you're saying lithium LCOE will
much
be better.
Much faster.
Nice.
And you will have a seamless transition when there is a grid failure, or when there is no solar or no diesel generator for that matter. Okay. Technology has gone up to the level where it is seamless now. I mean, if you have some time, please visit us.
I would love to visit.
Please do come.
I'm not able to get out of my bus because certain people are coming here. But for the industrial application, is there any particular technology that is kind of getting a shape?
I would say if you're going for a long duration, go for hybrid ones. If you're going for short duration, anything between half an hour, 15 minutes to 4 hours, this is short duration, please opt for lithium.
Okay.
And again, in stationary, opt for LFP. If you're opting for EVs, you can safely opt for NMC. Despite all the fires that have happened, if you use the right technology with the right combination of electronics, everything works well.
Yeah,
there's absolutely not a problem in that. And
go ahead.
No, and you know what? We have been compromising with safety a lot. हमारे यहाँ वो जो चलता है attitude है ना, वो चलता हुआ attitude we need to just get out now. उसको चलता हुआ रवाना करना है, उसको चलता करना है.
चलते हुए attitude को चलता हुआ करना
है. Once we do that, everything is going to be sorted and it'll all come out perfectly.
So tell us, I mean, how you come to this particular somebody, in a battery. I mean, you don't see women in general engineering, somebody is in battery and so much dedicated to the technology that, people started calling Batterywali. I mean, please, share something like that.
What happened is, I was in... I'm actually a mechanical engineer. So mechanical engineer, again, you don't see women, girls there. I was the only girl in my entire 4 years ka batch.
So you've been exception from the beginning.
I am an exception from the beginning. I am extraordinary. I accept that. Nothing wrong in that. I'm different. So after that, what happened is, I was in training in Europe and I thought solar would be interesting. But I work with robotics actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so I work with very niche nuclear robotics where we have guiding and inspection robots that go inside the nuclear station and do. So I have been very techie right from the beginning. In fact, thankfully, thanks to my parents, they never gave me a doll to play.
Very nice.
When I was a tiny tot, at that time I had a computer to start with. With Pac-Man, you remember that game?
Yes.
I used to start with that.
Okay.
So my journey with technology started at very early ages and I was not forced at all. I am very thankful to my parents for that. To stay home or to study the conventional things, I was always put in STEM. And then what happened is when I was in robotics, my platter was absolutely full for 3 years. Order book was full for 3 years. And auto mode, when the business goes, don't know what to do. And a techie like us, what to do. So I started looking for more avenues. And then I thought solar would be interesting. We did a couple of projects at that time for solar. But then energy storage caught my eye. I was in Europe at that time in Germany in a training.
What time is this? I mean, which time frame we are talking about?
Around 2012-13 is what I'm talking about this. And at that time, my eye was caught with energy storage. And I am a niche player. I like to be in the niche segment with something very interesting and technically to do. And that is when I realized I was the first entrepreneur to bring lithium to India with a smart lithium battery with full IoT analytics.
Great.
And having a remote monitoring. And in 2012, 13, 15. I mean, at those times when nobody was even talking about lithium.
Because that time, it was beginning of National Solar Mission 2010-11. So the every eye was on the
only
solar.
On solar, yes.
Only on solar. And that time, if you did it, really heads off to you.
And you know what? At that time, everyone told me, don't bet your money on this. And I'm like, you will lose all your money. Go put a lead acid. In fact, when I was going for this collaboration, which happened in 2 hours, it is written in the history that a collaboration with a German company in 2 hours.
I see.
Deal was signed, Though I was 9 hours late for the meeting, but it was signed. First time we met. And everyone was like, put a lead acid plant, you will earn crores and millions of monies. And I'm like, no, that's not the next tech. I have to invest in future and not in the past.
Not in the past. Very nice. Very
so
nice
when and nobody believed me, but by God's grace, I was the only one who believed in my own self. And I said, let me do this. Let me take the risk. It's my money. There was no investor. There was no funding, no loans, no debt.
So that's why the history will always reward the risk takers, and you have taken that risk, and that's why you are here.
Yes,
Wonderful.
That's why, and that's why I'm so happy to be here with you. And I understand what risk you have taken to clean up this entire world with this mission on Energy Swaraj. Hats off to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that brings me to this idea about, like I keep telling people, that we should all start wearing the energy goggles.
Absolutely.
Because look, everything in terms of energy.
Absolutely agree with you on that.
Wonderful. And so good to see people who looks, and because the problem is people only see, and that's where they go also wrong. So they want to correct something for climate change, they will plant a tree. That's not going to solve the problem. You are spoiling it in 100 other ways, and you're doing one poor plant and giving the duty for the plant to absorb carbon dioxide. That's not going to work. So what do you think, and how mad the world is right now?
100% mad. In all senses.
In all
including
senses,
me,
Yeah. So I believe that this technology-driven world, which is a great idea, there has to be technology, there has to be development, but like chair has a 4 leg, and if you only grow one leg and not other legs, they're all going to fall.
Foundation has to be strong on all the 4 pillars. All the 4 pillars. 4 corners have to be collected together.
And I feel that unfortunately the modern humans, which means all of us, are only raising one pillar and one leg, and we are missing
I
other
completely agree with you, because we have forgotten what human energy is. We are just running the rat race for the materialistic things, forgetting what the mother has given us. We are forgetting what our mother nature has given us. We have gone to an extent where we have made our mother very angry.
Absolutely.
And when we make a mother angry, you are not spared. Nobody gets spared from anyone.
I know from my birthhood. Mother will not spare you.
No mother will spare you. It is very important to say that.
Yeah, I mean, good that you're putting in that manner, because it's true. And I remember that whenever I'm making mistake, mother will be very kind first time, twice, thrice. But when she gets angry, father will not save you.
No, nobody can save you. When if it's a human mother, it's an animal mother, or it's a mother nature. Don't angry any mother.
Very nicely said. So, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this really, words of wisdom that, please don't angry your mother. And one of the biggest mother is the mother nature. You can't live without breathing and eating food and drinking water, but we are somehow creating the problem. And if mother nature is, and she's already angry,
she's very angry. Look at what happened just now.
Just Sikkim and New York.
Not just Sikkim. Actually, mother's anger has been initiated from 2019 December, when COVID happened. This is, people can say that this is a technological thing, whatever. But I see it as cleaning, cleansing. Mother is cleansing. Mother is tired of whatever you have done to her. As children, we had a responsibility towards her. We did not take care of that. So now it's going to come back to us.
So, what do you think is the way forward? And if suppose people are still sleeping in their deep sleep, they're not able to understand. What do you think is the way forward in your own I mean, you've seen the world, you've been in Europe, you're in India, you're also technology, also spiritually kind of inclined person. I personally, I'm also like that. What do you think is the way forward?
Way forward is first going inwards and not outwards. We are all running outwards. We have to go inwards. When we go inwards in our own journey, discovering who we ourselves are and connect with the Mother Nature, things will be at rest, not at peace, at rest. And then slowly they will go to peace. Because what are we doing? We are just overdoing everything, overusage of every resource that we have.
Absolutely.
When are we going to learn to reduce, reuse, recycle and repurpose? When are we going to do that? Now or never?
Yeah. So I hope people understand that we are overdoing everything. All this is not required, isn't it?
Absolutely no. Why do I require 4 phones? Why do I require 4 phones? Why do I require 100 sets of saris or 100 sets of shoes? I just have one shoe, one sneakers which I wear across the globe everywhere, and I buy only once in a year. Matter ends. At least that much I can reduce. Why do I need 4 pairs of heels or 10 different pairs? Which I don't need it.
And what people don't realize that the nature is, everything is limited in nature. The size of the
planet. There is everything for everyone's need, but not for the greed. And we have become very, very greedy.
Very, very greedy.
We need to reduce our greed.
One thing, Dr. Rashi, I would also like to tell you that what I started, I live in a bus and I've been here for
no iron clothes.
No iron clothes. No, but what I'm saying is there's another step that I feel is that this mantra that people have been following, reduce, reuse and recycle, is not enough in the modern world.
No.
Because before we think of reducing means if you have 3 items, go for 2 items. If you have 2 items, go for What I'm saying is, forget about reduce. You avoid. Don't use it.
Yes, I've just done that.
That is much stronger than actually reducing.
I agree. I have done that to quite some extent in my own personal life. I was a big fan of handbags.
Okay.
I have come to potli bags like these.
Wow.
Simple nice. One potli bag. I don't need anything more than this. Mobile aa jata hai, visiting cards done, sorted. I have come to those bags, and I have this one cloth bag. One cloth bag. Everything comes with that. And then I've stopped eating, using plastics and, spoons and all. I have these set of 1 spoon, fork, straw and a brush. And I carry that everywhere.
So here is a living example of how things can be avoided. We don't need this. And believe me, if you're going to avoid this, can we say together that they are not going to be sad or, unhappy?
I am not unhappy. I'm extremely happy. I'm more sorted now. Pehle, which bag is to be matched with which sari was my problem. Now I don't have to bother about anything. Ek hi jhola hai, wohi leke jana. Everywhere I have to take that only and go.
Exactly.
And then usme bhi na, I have marked all SDGs on that.
Okay,
so
nice.
I can promote, okay, I'm talking of equality, I'm talking of energy, I'm talking of climate change. All of that SDGs goes with me. So whoever looks at me, it's branding, right? Things are going, the message goes.
Yeah. So I think the message here is that you will be more sorted if you reduce your consumption, if you start avoiding things.
I have stopped all fancy branded stuff. I am not against any brand. Please do your business, do your fair business, earn your profits. Even I do a business, so profits are important. But I have just come to very, very natural products from my kitchen now.
Very nice.
And that has so helped me cleanse the body, mind. It is so relaxing now.
So it's a combination of many dimensions. Human life is not one dimension.
No,
we have many dimensions.
We are multidimensional.
It's a combination of all those dimensions, and growing all those dimensions together actually makes human life more peaceful, more joyful, more loving, and eventually more happy.
Yes, very true.
So with this note, let me really thank again Rashi ji for being with me and the Solar Chai Pe Charcha. Thank you so much once again for having with me this Solar Chai Pe Charcha. By the way, anybody who drinks Solar Chai has to promise me something. We asked that अभी चाय पिए तो चाय का कर्ज उतारना पड़ेगा.
नहीं, मेरा पानी का कर्ज है, चाय का नहीं है. No.
तो राशि चाय नहीं पीती, पानी पीती तो पानी का कर्ज है. What I'm asking is कि आज से, as I said, reduce के पहले avoid करना, use ही नहीं करें.
हाँ.
That is there any one thing that you feel कि आज से मैं नहीं करूँ? You are already doing so many things. I'm sorry to put you on this question.
नहीं.
पर ऐसा कोई चीज जो you feel कि आज से avoid करेंगे?
प्लास्टिक की बॉटल में पानी पीना मैं अवॉइड करना चाहती हूँ. I will try my best. See, many places I carry my own bottle, but
just
I
a small bottle
usually
like
carry
this,
my bottles. But rather than avoiding, I'd like to create more awareness. What people do is they take a water bottle, they'll drink only one sip out of it and leave it. Now it is useless for others, and that much amount of water has gone waste, which is a
It has
pain.
taken a lot of process to come to that level.
We don't have that much water resource left for the next generations, and you are conveniently throwing them into the dustbins where they have to be recycled and the whole energy goes. I would like to change that.
Okay, great. That's a good outcome.
Yeah.
Also, we are launching this campaign. We are saying our mind. How do I train our mind to do less and not to do something? So, from on Dashera onwards, for the entire year, we are going to have every Monday as a wrinkle day, no iron clothes day.
Okay.
I want to invite you to join us on Monday. The first Monday is 24th of October, one day before Dashera. So let's start that campaign, and I would invite all you.
I usually don't iron my regular clothes, except for my sarees that I have to iron. Otherwise, I don't iron my clothes most of the times.
And if you can join us in this campaign one day, Monday.
What is supposed to be done? I'll join.
You don't iron, yeah. Don't iron.
I don't iron.
That's it. And also, and so then your team can join us.
See, what I do is, no ironing के लिए मैं अच्छे से झाड़ के,
like I don't iron my clothes.
And I fold them nicely and I put it below the bed. That's what I've been doing.
Age-old technology.
And it comes out very nicely. When I was in school, my mother did not iron the clothes. We used to fold our clothes and we used to put them under the bed and अच्छे से सो जा रहे थे. Mummy used to say, sleep properly, otherwise the clothes will not get ironed.
Double benefit, right?
So I used to sleep properly as well as my clothes did not have any wrinkles. अभी भी देखो ना, किधर iron किया है?
Very nice.
I have not ironed my dress. Only once I iron and फिर उसको 3-4 बार use करने के बाद it is like this. I don't care. Who's coming to see me here?
So I think I think the audience who are listening to this Solar Chai Pe Charcha is definitely going to enjoy, and not only enjoy, going to learn many things from this discussion.
Oh, I really hope so.
Thank you so much, Rashi ji, for being in the show, and thank you very much for joining me in my Energy Swaraj Yatra home for Solar Chai Pe Charcha. Thank you so much to all of you for watching, and connect you next time with a new guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you.